It was anticipated that among the outcomes of the recent visit by President Chandrika Prasad Santokhi and members of the Surinamese Business Association would have been the launch of a joint business council. While that did not materialize, the excitement regarding the prospects of such a framework for ensuring synergy between the two competitive but cooperative private sector bodies remain intact, with work ongoing to finalize the terms of that agreement. Chairman of the Trade and Investment Committee of Guyana's Private Sector Commission, Ramesh Dookhoo, while speaking to the newsroom on Monday, provided insights on the engagements that took place in Georgetown last week and what can be expected in the months to come. He explained that leading up to the visit of President Santokhi, the two countries held meetings with private sector and government representatives, along with persons from regulatory trade bodies such as the Guyana Revenue Authority. He said those discussions were not finalized and are still ongoing by a joint committee chaired by Ambassador Elizabeth Harper, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Those discussions include, but are not limited to, harmonizing legal exports, the free movement of people and products, and the implementation of the existing border protocol.
Was it your anticipation that the council would have been launched during the recent visit?
Well, we heard that it was going to be launched, and I think there was a bit of communication mix-up with Suriname and us and the respective governments. But I think that was the original plan, but it did not work out, so we have to move to another phase.
The Private Sector Commission and VSB had said in a joint statement that many significant steps were taken towards the development of a joint market and strategic business partnerships. According to Dookhoo, there were two meetings between the two sides, one at the Orchard Conference Center, which was short-lived because of time constraints, and another at the Pegasus Hotel, where the PSC hosted a working breakfast. Although VSB is a young organization, the PSC has a long-standing relationship with the Surinamese Chambers of Commerce, a statutory body that represents over 30,000 members. Dookhoo said the PSC was extremely pleased to be linked with VSB and proud of the progress made in strengthening economic ties and initiatives regarding the two countries' shared interests and the creation of the envisioned single market and economy. Notwithstanding, he cautioned that any new arrangement between Guyana and Suriname would have to be in the context of the Treaty of Chaguaramas, the Economic Integration and Cooperation Framework for CARICOM member states.
I think it's all about synergy, right? You know, Suriname is strong in some areas, like oil and gas support services, because they have been in the oil business long before us. And if I hear the politicians correctly, I believe they're saying, let us partner with our Surinamese counterpart to open joint ventures here for oil services.
The Private Sector Commission's lead figure in trade assured that the cooperation is to ensure beneficial synergy where the two sides can gain from each other in areas where excellence has been noted. Dookhoo said there is already established cooperation between the two sides, with several Surinamese businesses opening locations here and Guyanese manufacturing businesses forming relationships with distribution companies in Suriname. He noted, however, that among the concerns, particularly from the Surinamese representatives, is the single market that already exists in the cross-border economy that would now allow for clear modern legislation to address the security concerns linked to smuggling, the trading of illicit items, and money laundering.
So there is a huge security issue here that is hovering over our heads. Security, money laundering, drug trafficking, etc. Smuggling is a big issue for Guyanese businesses, which has to be looked at holistically.
Dookhoo said the Private Sector Commission looks forward to working with the government on this and offers its full support, while it also anticipates a visit from the Surinamese Chambers of Commerce soon and another visit to Suriname with President Irfaan Ali.